All right, let's take a look back at the career for Frankie Montas thus far. 90 starts, 120 games with the Oakland A's from 2017 to the present. But to really go back into his history, 2009 was signed by the Red Sox as an amateur free agent. 2013, part of a three-team trade, sending him from Boston to the Chicago White Sox. Then in 2015, part of another three-team trade from the White Sox to the Dodgers. And then the A's got him from Los Angeles August 1st, 2016. Check this out. Part of a Josh Reddick and Rich Hill to L.A. trade. In exchange, the A's got Frankie Montas, Grant Holmes, and Jarrell Cotton from the Dodgers. Yeah, I mean, just sometimes the names really bring it back. But it just goes to show you how long Frankie has been around with the A's. And if you recall, when he started pitching for Oakland in 2017, as the stats just indicated, he was a relief pitcher at the very beginning. Didn't get to starting games until 2018. But I think we'll look back on him and remember him as somebody who was part of the staff when the team was emerging. 2018, they were coming together. If tonight is it, how will you remember him with the A's?
I still see this young man on the come, as they say.
Right.
He hasn't gotten even close to where he's going to be. He's starting to master that split finger now. His fastball command is starting to come around. And he's learning so much more about himself. I mean, this guy, for me, is going to be something big in the game of baseball. That's my strong belief about Frankie Montas, because he's learning so much about himself, and you can see the adjustments year after year after year. What I'm going to remember most about him is you never see him without a smile on his face.
Very true.
He is a charming personality and a delight to talk to, and just absolutely outstanding to be around.
I'm going to try and lightning round about 3 questions with you here in approximately 2 minutes. What happens if there is no trade? There's been all this buildup. The A's don't have to do this right now if the deal is not right.
I don't see that there is not a possibility of him not being traded. You're right. They don't have to do it right now. But I think that they're going to find out that their best value for him is right now.
Okay, compared to the Chapman deal, the Olsen deal, the Manaea deal, the Bassett deal, we got a lot of comps here on moves the A's have recently made. What's the return going to be for a Frankie Montas here at the deadline? Since you mentioned this is an interesting part of the year.
I think that they're going to get a nice 4-prospect package for him, is what I think that they're going to get. They're going to be able to bulk up their minor league system a little bit more with Frankie.
All right, Frankie, we're obviously assuming goes to a playoff-bound team and does what for that team? Where does he slide in? And I don't care if it's a Dodgers, Twins, I heard. I mean, we could name all the rumored teams, but where does he fit into any respective team?
Well, I mean, the truth is he's a top-of-the-rotation guy. When I say top, I mean he's a 1 or a 2. But I think when he gets to his destination, he's going to fit in that 3rd slot, and that's going to make their rotation definitely, whoever this is, they're going to have one of the best rotations in the game, because now they're going to be 4 deep at least, putting Frankie in that 3rd slot. Yeah,
to your point earlier, it's like the tip of the iceberg only showing with him, and he's going to provide whoever he goes to with something special, probably for a playoff run. For more on Frankie, let's hit our changeup, presented by Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Glenn Kuiper and Biff Roberts with our call tonight. And fellas, Frankie is coming off that 53-pitch start his last time out, that after missing, what, a couple weeks with the shoulder injury. So probably tonight looking to take just another, decent step forward. What do you guys want to see from him tonight to just let everybody know, hey, he's back on his game and he's just fine?
Yeah, listen, he looked good the other day, but 53 pitches, 3 innings, so, there needs to be more, obviously, and you would just like to see it not be an issue, right, where if he's pitching well and he's had 85 pitches, let him go. I don't know that that'll be the case, but I think there's a lot of teams that would like to see him go 90, 95, 100 pitches tonight, teams that are looking at him.
Yeah, I think so, too, and I think that he continues to build up his stamina. And Frankie is always going to be Frankie. He has some great stuff. And in his last outing, he threw the ball 97 and 98 miles per hour. He was trying to find his split finger, and he found it a little later in that outing. So I think that he continues to go out there, be Frankie, build that stamina, and whatever happens is going to happen. But that's not something he can worry about.
Stu, as a former GM, how many teams are watching this start tonight and closely, and what are they watching for with Frankie?
I think what they're looking for in the start is, one, you want to be sure that he's healthy. So you're going to be looking for velocity, and you're going to be looking for the movement of his assortment of pitches. 2, it would be, in my opinion, important for him to get into that 5th inning.
Yeah.
And if he can get further into the game, that's great. I don't expect him to throw more than 75 pitches tonight.
Yeah.
Because that's going to assure that he's going to be healthy for the next team that he goes to. The next team is going to get the benefit of Frankie Montas.
Kipe, I feel like every A's player taking the field tonight, they know this situation. They've done the timing on this. They probably want to help Frankie, I mean, for the team and for every other reason, but especially send him out the right way tonight, if in fact that's the case.
Absolutely, especially the way he's pitched.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really pitched well this year, has got very, very little run support, and you know, the whole tough luck pitcher thing, nobody wants to hear that, but that has been the case. So yeah, you'd like to see him get a W if this is indeed his last start, because he certainly has earned it.
Absolutely, but you also just want him to pitch well. You want him to continue to have that confidence that he's had each time he's gone out there, knowing right now that he's healthy, and if he's healthy, he's going to give you all he's got.